beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. My name is Adelena, and I'm so honored that you joined me here today. I got some wine because I feel like we need this today, so get some wine, let's take a sip together. Cheers to a beautiful life and to new beginnings always, and to hella abundance. I wasn't sure what direction I wanted to go in for this video today. I'm new to tarot reading, so I did a little bit of a reading to kind of get a little bit more of a clarification of what I should speak to you guys about today. And the cards that came up were the Emperor, Queen of Wands reversed, and Eight of Swords reversed. So, like I said, I'm still new to this, so I took some notes so I could really get the message and get what I was supposed to be talking to you guys about, or maybe just get a little bit more insight on what I was already going to talk about. So I wanted to talk to you guys today about leaving a situation and knowing when to raise up, knowing when you overstayed your welcome. So let's get into it. First and foremost, I want to let you guys know that you are so much stronger than you ever even imagined that you could be. And sometimes situations and relationships make you have to be a lot stronger faster than you wanted to be, and that's kind of the unfortunate events of life. Whatever your relationship is, whether you are having a toxic relationship, you're in a karmic relationship, you're not getting the reciprocity that you so desire, that you so deserve, and you're feeling like, should I stay in this relationship? Should I go? That's the first step, that you're aware that you're not sure if you should even stay with the person that you're with. So you need to keep an eye out for that and really pay attention to how that makes you feel. So like, what emotions come with that? Are you feeling anxious? Are you feeling sad? Are you feeling scared? Could this be just be intrusive thoughts because of your past traumatic relationships? Like, what is this emotion trying to tell you? And you kind of need to pinpoint that because it's different for everyone. Sometimes we have feelings of like uncertainty because of our past relationships, like I said, past traumas that you haven't dealt with, and maybe you're worried about this person being the same way that your ex was to you, when it's not always like that. If your person that you're with doesn't give you a reason to feel like you shouldn't trust them, then maybe that's something that you need to work on within yourself. And I love that relationships teach us what we could work on within ourselves, because if your spouse has never done any harm to you, has never done you wrong, and you are steady thinking that maybe they're cheating on you or maybe they're doing something, then that's something in you that you need to heal. You can't put your past traumas and past things that people did to you on your new person, because that's draining, that's taxing, and that's just so toxic and unhealthy. So instead, take that and be like, oh my gosh, thank you for revealing this to me. Now I could work on it. Now I could see that you're not like this person, and not everyone is going to cheat on me. Sometimes in relationships, when it's getting to the end of your relationship, you kind of start having these doubts, or at least I started having doubts where I'm like, should I even be here? Should I be with this person? I'm not sure. And I was having a really hard time trying to decide whether or not these were just like intrusive thoughts, or these were actually my intuition telling me, girl, you need to get up, you need to go. And I prayed a lot during that time, and I feel like God really came through and showed me and answered my prayers, literally exactly what I was praying for. And I really paid attention to the small coincidences and things like that. Things like that make me so happy, because it lets me know that I'm on the right path. With the Queen of Swords reversed, sometimes in relationships you might feel like there's a little bit of jealousy or envy going on with you and that person. And this could be like platonic relationships too, doesn't have to be with your spouse. Or maybe just with communication, one of you guys don't feel heard. Maybe you don't feel heard by your partner, and that's something that really bothers you. And that was something that really bothered me too, not really feeling like my concerns were really heard. Maybe it just went through one ear and out the other. And sometimes people aren't able to love you the way that you need to be loved, and you need to be aware and understand that. That doesn't mean that you aren't lovable. That just means that they aren't capable of loving you the way that you deserve to be loved. And you can only meet someone as deep as they've met themselves. If they haven't gone through the work of going deep within themselves and figuring themselves out, how do you expect them to meet you where you're at when they've never even took the time to get to know themselves? When you're on a different maturity vibration, I guess, than another person, it's kind of hard to even communicate and meet in the middle, because you guys have such a hard time even getting your point across, because it kind of could go over the other person's head. Literally, it could go through one ear and out the other, and you guys just aren't being heard. You guys aren't communicating, and you guys aren't coming together and being level-headed and trying to decide and think of a conclusion, something that you guys could do to come together. I'm so excited about this video. I'm fucking rambling. But yes, the Queen of Wands reversed also means that someone could be charismatic on the outside, but also very, very toxic. So narcissistic people, people that gaslight you, people that say they're going to change just to get you to react how they want you to, and then they love bomb you, and then they have narcissistic tendencies all over again, and it's just a complete cycle. But you know, it's that feeling that I'm talking about. It's a feeling that you specifically know that this person is not for you, and you need to listen to that. And I know it could be so scary sometimes, but like I said at the beginning of the video, you are so much stronger than you ever even knew. And sometimes you have to be that strong. It could be that maybe someone has been unfaithful to you, and maybe it's their reaction of them being jealous, so they kind of retaliate before they even know that you did something, and maybe that's that is their excuse, is that, oh, I don't know, maybe you're cheating on me and blah, 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 blah. And so you start second guessing yourself, because they cheat on you, but then they do the love bombing thing again, and you're like, maybe they do love me, maybe they will change, maybe. And maybe it is very likely that they will not change. They won't change right here, right now, because you're allowing their behavior. You're allowing them to cheat, and whenever they cheat, they're able to come right back in. And I'm not trying to target anyone, because I feel we've all been in that situation. I've been in unfaithful relationships to where I felt like maybe they would change, and maybe if I just love them harder, or if I love them harder, or if this or if that, maybe they'll change, maybe but no, it's like you have to step back from that and really see that person in that situation for what it is. Because if it's been 2 years and they're steady cheating on you, you really think that staying with them will make them change? You have to be strong enough to understand that maybe it's not gonna happen. Realizing that and kind of taking a step back and really being logical and realistic about the situation will really help, and really confiding in friends will really help too. And be realistic with yourself. Does this relationship make you feel good? Do you feel satisfied? Do you feel complete? And not to say a person is supposed to make you feel complete or satisfied, but I genuinely feel that people are supposed to add value to your life and not take it away. Okay? If you're not making me happier, more wealthy, more satisfied, just more, if you're not making me more, and I'm not making you more, why are we together? Why are we in this relationship? You know what I mean? Seeing things as they are. Seeing things as they are. Releasing fear around what ifs. The what ifs. What if when we break up, this will happen, or that'll happen, or these people will hate me, or I'll have to deal with this. You're thinking too far ahead. You need to take it one step at a time. So first step would be, how am I going to get out of this relationship? And sometimes it might be a lot harder, where you need to go to court, and maybe you guys have a kid, maybe you guys are married, maybe all of you guys' bank accounts are connected to one. So there has to be steps in order to go to the next level with going through with whatever you decide to go through with. I'm personally talking about knowing when to leave. So if you're on this video, then maybe you're thinking about leaving. I don't know. But releasing fear. So releasing fear about everything that could be going on, about what's next. You need to do it step by step, one step at a time, because if you look too far ahead, then you'll get very overwhelmed and decide, maybe I don't want to do this. Maybe this isn't the right time to do this. And You need to keep your head down, vision straight on the prize. How is this even making you feel? Do you really think that you will be able to do this relationship again? Say you guys were dating for 3 years. Do you really want to do those entire 3 years over again exactly how they were with that person? Could you do that every single moment with that person? Could you do that? What if the next 3 years looked exactly like your last 3 years? Would that be okay with you? And if your answer is yes, then keep on going, try to figure out improvements, try to figure out how you guys can fix your relationship. But if you genuinely think, no, girl, I don't want to do those last couple years over again, then you need to go. Your relationship sounds as though it is coming to an end. And that's okay. When people leave, I feel like we should thank them. We should thank them for not taking up that place for somebody else who actually wants to be there, for somebody who's going to treat me exactly how I want to be treated, and I can reciprocate that same energy to you. Okay? When someone leaves, it could teach us to let go. It could teach us about attachments, because most times we're attached to that person, we're attached to that relationship, and instead of being sad and dwelling on that loss, we should thank them, because if you won't, somebody else will, and somebody else is waiting for this spot that you took so much advantage of. So please don't give up on yourself. Please just be patient and push through, and know that you can do it. Know that you can do it. If you ever need to, you're going through something, you could always reach out to me. Talk to your friends, talk to your loved ones, maybe get help with like a therapist or anything like that. I go to therapy. There's nothing wrong with therapy. I love my therapist so much, and she's helped tremendously. Stop beating yourself up and trust the process. Trust yourself. Trust your intuition, baby. Like, trust your intuition. Trust yourself. Please trust yourself. You came into this world by yourself, and I'm sure you could leave this world by yourself if you ever needed to. So, last but not least, the Emperor. The Emperor is a leader. The Emperor is a doer. Here you make the decision of whether or not you would like to stay, then you know the power that you possess. Your power is endless. Your power is beautiful. You were meant to be a leader. Trust yourself. Trust your intuition. Trust your mind. Trust the process. Trust all the motions. Also, I just wanted to talk about some things that could help you get through a breakup if you're going through one. Just know that I am with you and you are not alone, because I feel like relationship breakups could be so suffocating and you just feel so alone. But what could ease your thoughts is knowing that you're not alone, and there are probably so many people going through a breakup right here, right now, and they feel just the same amount of pain and detriment that you feel, maybe even worse. But you will get through it. I really recommend journaling. I recommend talking to a friend, talking to a loved one, talking to someone that you trust, someone that you can confide in, because whenever you talk about it, it eases the pain just that much more. On a spiritual level, I really feel that maybe you could start meditating more, you could start doing yoga, really start tapping into yourself and being more comfortable with yourself, being more comfortable by yourself. Journaling. I have journals everywhere. I don't even know where this video is going. I'm just talking to you guys, and I hope you guys follow. But karmic relationships are a love cycle, and karmic relationships is trying to teach you self-love, trying to teach you to love yourself, trying to teach you how you should be loved, how you deserve to be loved. And when you're in a karmic cycle, you will keep on getting that same person in a different form, in a different body, and you will be tested. Will you continue to date the same person, or will you pick yourself and pick self-love? And when you pick self-love, you will end that karmic cycle, and you will be released from those shackles of not knowing if you should be with that person, not knowing, of just your uncertainty, because then you will be in a place of love. And self-love is just such a beautiful thing. Self-love. You have to love yourself. And if you don't love yourself, how can you love another person? Do you even know what that looks like? Do you know what it looks like to love yourself? That's where you need to start off with. Loving yourself means to put yourself first. I used to put other people first and give myself the crumbs, give myself the leftovers, have to pick myself up at the end of the day. And then I realized, like, I should be the one getting all of me. Everybody else should be getting the leftovers, not the other way around. I wasn't loving myself. I wasn't nourishing my body. I wasn't keeping up with myself. I wasn't doing my meditation, doing my journaling, doing my yoga. Like, that is self-love. That is putting yourself first. And when you start to put yourself first, you will realize that that person never even loved you. They don't love you how you're supposed to be loved. That is not love. Do they even love themselves? How are they supposed to love you? I don't know. So my final thoughts are, let someone go who is not serving you. A relationship go who is not serving you. If you know deep in your heart that you deserve more, then what are you doing? God, the universe, source, whatever you choose to call it, will not replenish this place in your life if it's already taken. If someone's already in this spot, how can it be replenished? How can that person be replaced? And how can you even receive your blessing of a person if that place is being taken up? You have to trust yourself, trust the process. And I know I keep saying it, but it has to be emphasized. Trust yourself, trust the process. Know you are good. Know you will be okay. Stop settling for less than you deserve. Fill yourself up in life, every department, and give everybody else the leftovers. Fill your cup. Ace of Pentacles. Know that everything you need, everything that you desire, everything is within you. Everything is already within you. Everything is in the palm of your hands. Take it. Accept it. You are good. You will always be good. And yeah, I'm so grateful that you decided to chill out with me today and talk to me about this. And I hope to see you in my next video, babies. Have a beautiful day.